word for the future, decarbonization at scale. Beyond the sexy, small scale, there are the hard-to-abate industries where investors can step up and build attractive returns and risk profiles. And for that, I give you Alisa.
Hello, I hope you still have some focus bandwidth left, because I'm here to tell you about what we think is the most compelling investment opportunity in climate in the next decade. So let's take a step back. 5 sectors, energy, transport, buildings, agriculture, and industry, contribute to 90% of our pollutions, and also over half of our global GDP. To decarbonize these sectors, we need industrial, heavy asset solutions. EV and solar won't be enough. In fact, the emission reductions that we need in the next 20 years, half of them will come from technologies that haven't yet been scaled. The good news is that a pool of these technologies is now achieving commercial maturity. Let me give you a couple of examples. Long-duration energy storage. Right now, we use fossil fuels when there is no sun or wind. With just 12 hours of cost-effective storage, we can move renewables from 30 to 90% in our production mix. Intermodal transportation. Rail is the cleanest ground transportation there is, but only 2% of Europe's e-commerce currently uses trains. Why? Because moving goods between trucks and trains is too clunky. A new technology that allows smooth road-to-rail transfer could help us cut freight emissions to up to 90%. Green heavy materials, concrete recycling, industrial solar heat. These are strategic solutions that address a $6 trillion market in Europe alone. And not only do they cut emissions, but they also strengthen our supply chains, reduce our dependencies, and improve competitiveness. Many of these solutions right now are getting to a stage where they need growth capital. But few funds exist in this space, because a specific type of investor is required to operate in this segment, one that can pick future category leaders, structure large institutional funds, rounds, help them penetrate the incumbent base, and lower the cost of capital. This is exactly what we do at Radia Capital. Our team has launched the pioneer in this space, Just Climate, $1.5 billion growth equity fund at Al Gore's generation, scaled Tesla Energy's business, launched the US largest green bank, advised major industrial corporations globally, and invested $2 billion across the capital stack. What makes us different is a combination of the following. A research-led comparative methodology inherited from public market investing, institutional capacity to do due diligence and structure large rounds across the capital stack, a strong network of corporates, strategics, and co-investors, and ability to scale companies. Well, where do we come in? We typically come in when technology is mostly de-risked, and there is proven commercial traction. We like to lead Series B, C, focusing on models that are modular, distributed, and closed loop. We then take these companies all the way to industrial champions and help them secure the next follow-on financing. We are raising a 250 million fund that is also backed by the European Investment Fund, with what is their largest ever commitment to a first-time manager at this stage. We believe European industry is here to stay. We're building the capital stack for heavy industrial decarbonization. If you want to be part of the solution, please join us. We think this is not just a climate imperative, but also an economic opportunity we cannot afford to miss. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions for Alisa? Hard to abate industries, decarbonization. Questions? No? Questions in the front?
You.
Yes? Morgana? Yes, here. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. It's a really interesting model. How do you choose the kind of subsectors that you're looking into? Do you have certain priorities there? Do you base it on their impact on their financial viability, or is there some other metric you use?
That's a great question. So obviously we look at solutions that have a transformative potential impact. So definitely solutions that have very large TAMs is a priority. We then focus obviously on their ability to really reduce CO2 because we have a carried target for all of our participations. So we have a very top-down approach, which means that not only are we comparing solutions within a sector, but actually between sectors in terms of their capability to generate impact at scale.
Thank you. Another question. I think there was here. Yes, Sophie, please.
It seems that how do you deal in terms of investment strategy? Because it seems very much environmental focus. And I was wondering in terms of your LP's expectations. Now we more and more talk about planet boundaries type of rationale and approach. So do you adjust, do you refine your investment thesis to take into account the different planet boundaries type of strategy with a couple of intersections beyond environment, pure environmental approach?
That's also a great question. We do, yes. We have a desirability framework and that we apply across a variety of factors. And in fact, our co-founder, Roberta, is the chair of deep transitions. So we have a systems change approach also in our investment thesis. So for instance, we wouldn't perhaps fund things that we believe are not good systemically are not good for our planet, like plastics, plastic recycling. So yeah, we have a very large framework, and this framework was also developed and applied by Roberta at Just Climate.
Thank you. Thank you, Alisa.
Thank you.